Alice Walker coined the term colorism in 1982, referring to manifestations of light skin privilege within black communities in the United States. While various scholars have proposed alternative definitions over time, it is crucial to acknowledge that colorism operates on two interconnected pathways. First, interracial and intraracial judgments, and second, perceptions of skin tones. According to Deborah Gabriel, colorism is a system of privilege and discrimination based on skin tone, where the degree of lightness in skin pigmentation can result in certain privileges. Gabriel sees colorism as an internalized form of racism involving prejudice, stereotyping, and beauty perceptions within the same racialized group, where light skin is often more highly valued than dark skin. Colorism is understood as a form of intraracial prejudice. Cedric Herring defines colorism as the discriminatory treatment of individuals within the same social group based on skin color. Colorism may manifest as prejudicial treatment within racialized groups, where darker skinned individuals face discrimination from both their darker skinned counterparts and those with lighter skin. Evelyn Glenn and others define colorism as the preference for lighter skin and social hierarchy based on skin tone. Some scholars use the term color class hierarchies to describe colorism as a framework with social, economic, and political implications. In this context, colorism is deeply embedded in societies, positioning those with lighter skin at the top and relegating those with darker skin to the bottom of the social hierarchy through interracial stratification. The global phenomenon of skin lightening reflects attempts by individuals to lighten their skin in pursuit of higher social, economic, and political capital. Gabriel asserts that colorism is not independent of wider systems of white supremacy and racism. Interracial and intraracial judgments are shaped by perceptions of skin tone rooted in white supremacy and racism. Colorism is further perpetuated by the historical negative associations constructed between darkness and blackness that have endured for centuries. In Europe, for instance, being black was linked to notions of being dirty, ugly, evil, deadly, and devilish, while whiteness was associated with being clean, beautiful, good, lively, and godly. These entrenched ideas have resulted in the attribution of superiority to white skin and inferiority to black skin, generating detrimental consequences across cultures and throughout history. It is essential to recognize that experiences of colorism are not uniform. They vary based on multiple intersections of race, class, gender, and country. The concept of differential colorism allows for a more nuanced understanding, acknowledging that different racialized groups in various cultures face both intra and interracial colorist abuse. For example, Indian actress Tanishta Chatterjee has shared her experiences of bullying due to her darker complexion, highlighting the prevalence of colorism in South Asian countries, where darker skinned individuals often face discrimination and limited media representation, while skin lightening is promoted as a means of attaining value. Skin lightening as a product of colorism transcends cultural boundaries existing in regions such as Africa, North and South America, Europe, and Asia. Integrating colorism into sociological theory and understanding the nuanced experiences of colorism are crucial steps toward dismantling oppressive regimes embedded in society. This approach enriches our comprehension of the evolving forms of racialized discrimination, fostering a more informed and inclusive understanding. While colorism explicates the prejudicial treatment of dark skinned individuals, The term pigmentocracy has also been employed to characterize societies where wealth and social status hinge on skin color, with lighter skinned individuals occupying the highest social echelons. In Latin America, for instance, the socio-economic hierarchy exhibits a spectrum, with taller, lighter skinned elites of European descent at one end and shorter, darker individuals of Native American and African descent at the other. Studies reveal a correlation indicating that the darker an individual's skin tone, the more likely they are to experience a lower quality of life. Pigmentocracies inherently operate on the belief that lighter or white skin is superior, and colorism underscores this form of racial stratification as intrinsically discriminatory.